Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone, my name is Shamila binti Muhammad Salani, and today my group and I will be presenting about environmental sustainability. Our group have 5 members. The first one is Wan Nur Hidayah, the second one Muhammad Swandi, and the third one Rusdiani Hidayah. The next one is myself, Shamila, and the last person is Muhammad Luqman Hakim. So now let us move on our presentation today.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Swandi bin Muhammad Azam and my metric number is 264197. So today our group would like to present about the environmental sustainability best practice. So environmental sustainability involves in making decision and taking action that are in the interest of protecting the natural world, with a particular emphasis on preserving the capability of the environmental to support the human life. So let's move to the 1.0, Introduction of Management Scholar. What is environmental sustainability? According to UN Environment Programme, the environmental sustainability involves in making life choice that ensure an equal, if not better way of life for the future generation. So environmental sustainability aims to improve the quality of human life without putting unnecessary strain on the Earth's supporting ecosystem. It's about creating an equilibrium between consumerism, human culture, and the living world. We can do it by living in a way that doesn't waste or unnecessarily deplete natural resources. In simple terms, environmental sustainability is the practice of interacting with the planet responsibly. We do it to avoid the depleting natural resources and compromising the future generations to be able to meet their daily needs. So next, why the environmental sustainability is important. The environmental sustainability is important because of how much energy, food, and human-made resources we use every day. Rapid population growth has resulted in increased farming and manufacturing, leading to more greenhouse gas emission, unsustainable energy use, and deforestation. In other words, we need more energy and materials than ever before. Despite this, our planet can only provide so many resources before they begin to deplete. For this reason, only business must step in and do their part. They have more power than any group of individuals, and they can help to secure a livable future by investing in sustainable and responsible practice like reducing waste, use clean energy, and also paying fair wages. So there are 2 primary ways in which the environmental sustainability can be achieved. The first is by the individuals, and the second one is by corporation and government bodies. As for the individuals, we can take a small but effective steps towards a more sustainable lifestyle, like using less water, reducing our meat consumption, and switching to reusable products to reduce our dependence on single plastics. So from the corporation's perspective, the environmental sustainability may also involve switching to a renewable energy in warehouses, factories, and office, and also cutting down on a single-use plastic in manufacturing. So that's all from me. We move to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Rusdiani Hidayah binti Muhammad Fauzi, metric number 264262, and I will explain about 2.0, which is definition of environmental sustainability. There are 3 components of sustainability, which is social, economic, and environmental. Here I put a diagram to make you easier to understand. Okay, let me explain about this diagram. So the first component is social, which consists of quality of life, education, community development, equal opportunity, law and ethics. For the second component, which is economic, it consists of smart growth, long-range planning, cost saving, R&D spending, cost of living. Okay, the third component, which is environmental, that our group will highlight more. Okay, environmental consists of resource management, environmental protection, habitat restoration and preservation. Okay, example for resource management are water, wind, wood, sun, and wave energy. This is because sustainable resource management means managing resources in a way that their resources are not depleted so that the future generation can also get benefit from it. For environmental protection and habitat restoration and preservation, here are some tips for us to apply for a healthier planet. First, 3R, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Second, volunteer for clean up in your community. Third, conserve water. The less water you use, the less runoff and wastewater that eventually end up in the ocean. Fourth, shop wisely. People should buy less plastic bags, and please bring your own reusable shopping bags. Last but not least, plant a tree because trees provide oxygen and foods. Trees help to save energy and clean the air. Next, the definition of environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability is the responsible to conserve natural resource and protect global ecosystem to support health and well-being for now and in the future. One example of environmental sustainability is renewable energy such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, and biomass. So that's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
An example of company that apply the concept of environmental sustainability is Walmart. So Walmart is actually a company that has been building on more than 15 years of sustainability leadership. So Walmart is currently on a path to becoming a regenerative company. Before we furthermore on the application of Walmart company, we need to know what is regenerating. So regenerating, it means restoring, renewing, and replenishing in addition to conserving. In general, Walmart has adopting regenerating practices in agriculture, forest, and fisheries management, while advancing prosperity and equity for customers, associates, and people who participate in their product supply chains. So Walmart also eliminating waste along the product chain and decarbonizing their operation. So firstly, Walmart has targeted to have zero emissions across global operations by 2040. So there are three components here. The first one, Walmart harvesting enough wind, solar, and other energy sources to power up Walmart facilities with 100% renewable energy by 2035. And then currently Walmart has power around 36% of their operations with renewable energy. And the next one, zeroing out emissions from all Walmart's vehicles, including long-haul trucks by 2040. So when it says zero emissions, it means there is no pollutions that come out from the vehicle. And then transitioning to low impact refrigerants for cooling and electrified equipment for heating in Walmart stores, clubs, data centers, and distribution centers by 2040. So basically, when using high impact refrigerants is contributing high emissions. So they want to have low impact on that. The next one, to help the nature laws along with Walmart Foundation, they aiming to protect, manage, and restore critical landscapes by, there's 4 here. The first one, continuing support of efforts to preserve at least 1 acre of natural habitat for every acre of land Walmart developed in the US. And then second one, driving the adoption of regenerative agricultural practices, sustainable fisheries management, and forest protection and restoration. And then the third one, investing in and working with Walmart supplies to source place-based efforts that helps preserve natural ecosystem and improve livelihoods. The last one, expanding their forest policy by aiming to source palm oil, beef, soy, palm, paper, and timber 100% deforestation free by 2025. The next one, Walmart also aims to have zero waste operation. So currently, Walmart breaking the link between consumption and waste, moving to a circular economy where materials stay in use instead of being thrown out. So Walmart is making progress on the first one. As in 2020, Walmart diverted 81% of waste from the landfill, and Incarnation globally donated 627 million pounds of food in the US alone. And then Walmart conserved nearly 1.6 million acres of land since 2005 in partnership with Acres of America. The last one, Walmart also aim to have 100% recyclable, reusable, or industrially compostable. So at the end of 2020, 59% of Walmart global private brand packaging was recyclable, reusable, or industrially compostable based on the supplier's report. So when it is 100% recyclable, reusable, or industrial compostable, it is contribute in order to have a zero waste operation for Walmart company.
Now we're moving to the contribution or benefit of environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability in company is beneficial not just to the environment and society as a whole, but also direct to the company itself. Here we listed just a handful of numerous advantages of running a more environmental friendly company. Firstly, we got to talk about reduced business costs. Going green actually can help companies save a lot of money in the long run. Saving can be achieved by employing more energy efficient lighting or creatively repurposing existing resources. In fact, going green can potentially earn you tax credit, rebate, and saving from the government itself. For example, in Malaysia, we have various sustainability related tax incentives as an incentive to encourage for the company to buying and selling of green technology. The government of Malaysia provide a green income tax exemption known as GITA and green investment tax allowance GITA for green technology project or the purchase of certificate green technology assets. The second benefit is improved business reputation. People think of sustainability has a positive things to do, and business which green principles are always in the center of attention because it shows that to the world that you care more just making money itself. In the end, company can get advantages from this to marketing their business or in fact to develop their own identity for marketing. For example, like Depoware, which is the first homeware brand in Malaysia that developed their name by doing green manufacturing. And we can say that Depo also earned PEFC, which is a program for the endorsement of forest certifications. This is very great for the startup company in Malaysia to develop such a great names in the beginning. And next, we move into the third part of benefits that we can gain by sustainability environmental, which is competitive advantages. By moving to the green, the company itself can increase and have more stable financial. This is because sustainability is a gold mine of organization, and the technology innovation that be invested will be paid off for the company that use it. For example, like the offer that being said by Elon Musk itself, which is he offer product or services that break a myth. Elon Musk and Tesla Motor has been broken the strong myth that already been existed in this world, which is electric vehicle need to be slow with unpleasant design. This been proven wrong by the Elon Musk itself and the Tesla Motor, which is they develop such a gorgeous absolute look with the high potential car that ever existed in the market nowadays. And it can be said that in the electric sport car market, that doesn't have any serious competition, which we can assume that nobody can beat them for this moment. And now we move to the last part, which is benefit of increased bottom line. We can say that by moving in green, it will make your company more sustainable, which will allow to generate more money and increase your bottom line. For example, like IKEA itself, they invested $2.8 billion in renewable energy infrastructure, and it will believe that IKEA will be generate more than energy that they consume after this. These are the proof that sustainable environmental is really can give the beneficial to the company that use it in the future. In the future, we believe that sustainable environment is very important for the company to implement in their own organization. That's all. Now, we're moving to the next part. Okay, based on the benefit of environmental sustainability that being explained, we can see that there are a lot of things that company can gain from it. So, how actually the company can be moving to the green? These are some initiatives of environmental sustainability that already been implemented by certain company in the world. Firstly, reuse water from HVAC system. So, what is HVAC system? HVAC system is heating, ventilation and air conditioning system. This initiative have been implemented by Procter & Gamble, which is P&G company. That this is the idea is the water from the HVAC system at their Saudi Arabia location is collected and reused for irrigation and to top off the fine water tank. And the second part is reduce paper consumption. This initiative implemented by Puma, they redesign the packaging for their products, and the material of the packaging itself made from cornstarch that will decompose naturally within 3 months. And the third is biomass boiler system, which is being implemented by Frito-Lay. They cutting the fossil fuel use that being using by the company and decrease the carbon emission itself. And lastly, the initiative that we listed today is solar panel. Of course, this solar panel is implemented by the IKEA. Like I said before, IKEA contribute $2.8 billion to develop their own renewable energy infrastructure, and they invest 1 million solar panel that being installed on 370 of the company's shop and facility. And I think that's all from this part, and I will pass this to the next presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Doctor and my fellow friends. My name is Wan Nur Hidayah binti Wan Hasbullah. My metric number is 263053. I will continue the presentation with the next part, which is criticism or disadvantage of environmental sustainability. First point is customer backlash. Some company may make deceptive claims about the environmental friendliness of their products, either purposely or accidentally. A practice known as greenwashing, which is product that not using any chemicals, for example, may be criticized for its use of language, because even naturally derived from component in
chemicals compounds. If people discover that corporations is involved in greenwashing, the company credibility might be in danger. Second point is risk to health problems. This is because majority of recyclables are often unclean and often unhealthy. This often leads to the spread of infectious disease in the community. This also leads to unhygiene conditions and thereby to a rise in the health problems. In fact, can give a disadvantage to the company's name and reputations. And last point is security risk. An environmental strategy that is focused on capturing value is known as novel way to deliver and capture it. For instance, like minimize the paper use. If an employee lost or get injured due to the thief of their laptop, company sensitive information could end up in the fatal situations or in the wrong hands. Despite the risk of electronic rewards, paper records are very useful. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, environmental sustainability helps us to improve the quality of our life without putting unnecessary strain on the Earth's finite natural resources. Environmental sustainability is not only bring good outcomes for the environment but also for social and economic as well. We should be aware that the current market still continue to reward unethical behavior due to price advantages. For example, in green marketing, more safeguards are needed in order to protect ethical companies to identify and punish the wrongdoers. So each of us must do our responsibility in environmental sustainability, such as buying green product, do 3R, recycle, reuse, reduce, so that our future generation can inherit a healthier and greener planet. That's all from us. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we will proceed with Q&A session in the forum. Thank you.